Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I have been on like a 2 or 3 year YouTube sabbatical. Uh, I decided that I needed to take a little time out and I needed to practice my skills a little bit because, to be honest, I was not talking that much, that quickly, that great. It was different back then. So what I actually did is I went and I ran a podcast for almost the entirety of the time that I was gone from YouTube. And I will be continuing that as I go ahead. I'm just playing with the cards, giving you guys a little bit more to look at while I am doing this little intro, this little welcome back this speech here, saying hi to you guys. So I am going to continue with the same types of content as I did before. But you can say that I have just learned a lot more and gotten a lot more confident than I was before in both my reading and in my skills at doing speech. Which is really funny considering I cannot get this out for the life of me. If you can't tell, I don't script. I probably will never script anything. I like to go by the seat of my pants and just sort of see what comes out. It might be to my complete and total detriment. So I do have a little bit of nature sounds going in the background. Go ahead, and this card really wants to come out. It's Emperor card. We're just going to leave it. But I have, definitely I've gotten a lot better. And I know some of my earlier videos are just, woo, I can't. I can't even. But yeah, so I went and I got more confidence, and I'll probably be rebranding this channel to Moonlight and Mist Tarot. Just because, honestly, the deviant divination is really, really close to my heart. And see, Moonlight, Moon, the cards approve. The deviant divination is really close to my heart, but it can be taken the wrong way by a lot of people. I will probably be keeping my one podcast to that, and we'll continue adding stuff over there. It's not that I'm changing my personality at all, because honestly, I'm not. It's just people have a certain perception of deviant. And it can scare away certain people. So that's why I'm putting this on here now, while we still have our original name, because you guys were not scared by this little bit of stuff going on here. So yeah, we're going to keep with the same type of content though, and it's going to be a lot of the stuff, and I'll be working on the camera angles too. It wasn't always my best thing, just setting this up. But yeah, so I'm still going to be doing deck reviews. Once in a while. I have like 60 decks at this point that I could go through and do reviews of. I am going to be focusing more on just the readings though, and it's going to be all types of readings. If you're watching this now, you're gonna, you're getting that on here, is that, yeah, this isn't going to be just a, astrology tarot scope channel, or a pick a card channel, or a review channel, or a random ass stuff channel. It's going to be a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and whatever I want to put up here. There will eventually be more of a schedule, more of themes. I have definite plans. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's just going to be random to a point. you're going to get a multitude of different things here with me for the channel. In our current state, in our future, we'll be refining things a little bit just because, that's needed sometimes. Whew. Yeah. So, the renaming. I love the moon. I love nighttime. And I love fog. And I love misty weather. And this is more, the name change is more to reflect that sort of thing than it is, it's just another aspect of my personality. It's just a different way to say the same thing. Okay, we're going to move over those over there. Honestly, I set this camera angle, I set up accidentally when it was in photo mode. And then I just, I'm just winging it. Completely honestly. I wing it all the time. And that's where we're going to go with this. So you can't really see over here. I've got a whole nother area that goes to here and it goes down. But that's okay, because, like I said, this is more of an intro, reintroduction. Hi. I am going to be reading cards for you. I'm going to be reviewing decks for you. Please feel free to add any requests, comments, things that you think might help to the channel, down in the comments. Because I'm open, but you have to understand it is my channel, and I'm gonna, more or less do things the way I want to do them. I would love to hear what you guys think, though, and if we need to make any adjustments along the way, I am totally appreciative of that. So, taking a look at the energies going on here. That Emperor card really wanted to come out. If you were paying attention, it popped out 3 times before I kept it. And coming in, there's going to be a line where we need some control. And I believe this is taking control of your own situation and not... God, my hands look huge in this. They're really skinny little things. See if you next to a normal card. Yeah, we'll definitely work on the angle. All right, so this Emperor, he wants to be seen, but he's hiding. He's waiting for things to get better. Sorry, you guys will just have to bear with me for this. Like I said, I gotta move and play around with things a little bit. There's a couple different places where I can do readings. This is my couch. I'm in the front room. I've got my nice little TV going in the background, some nature noises out there, because I pause. I'm an introvert by nature, I think, before I speak usually, and when I don't, things get really hilarious. And so I like to have a little background noise going. And on different days, we'll have the windows open, so you will get cars and motorcycles and very loud neighbors. Everything is possible here. So, and just a preview. And this is probably not going to be my best work ever. So yes. But we have an Emperor. And this could be you. It could represent someone else. But what I'm getting is whoever this Emperor represents is they have a bunch of wants and desires, but they're hiding them. They got it down behind this moon. And they think that they aren't ready. And they're waiting until there's a clear victory ahead. But the thing is, if they keep waiting for this victory without moving forward, you're going to get the Nine of Swords. It's just going to be a little nightmare. So, King of Wands energy, take control, move forward, grab that passion, and just realize that you can do way more than you think. And you have in doing things, you're going to gain more passion and more power for whatever it is. And this King of Wands is really quickly going to turn into that Emperor as soon as you realize sometimes you just need to go forward. You can't wait for that perfect moment. You just have to strike. That's when the victory comes along. And we'll just put a little bit more. You're not going to be able to see the card fully, but hey, I'll show it to you. Okay, this one. We're taking this one. Perfect. Yeah, see, we have the Empress here. I love this Empress card. It is one of my favorites of any deck. I would buy this deck, even if I didn't love the whole thing, I would have bought this deck just for that card. And there we go. Is he taking the action, facing, moving forward, moving beyond any fears or confusion you might have. Any of this waiting for victory, don't wait for it. Just make it happen. Face your fears and those demons. Not only are you going to have a more energetic, passionate lease on life, you're getting more creative energy and divine counterparts there, which doesn't have to be romantic in this sense. It's more of just an energetic bridge. It's things you're meant to do this because you get to circle around. You're going through all these ups and downs and fears and victories and moving forward and facing more fears and get to the Empress. More creative energy backed up by this passionate and creative, fiery energy. And one last card. Okay, that fell out. Hermit. So, I'm saying that as a device. This guy. I really do. This is the Ciro Marchetti deck. Love this one. It is beautiful. I love his artwork in general, but this was my first deck, or that's a lie. I bought his Kipper deck first, but I love all of his decks. I love his artwork, but this is the one that I liked the most, and it is the Tarot Grand Lux. It's a very pretty deck, and yeah, I get better. I swear. It's like I'm in front of this. I'm not in front of the screen. You may not ever see me in front of the screen, or the camera. But I've got a screen in front of me, and I know it's like, oh, a new platform. Let's get all nervous. Yeah, I'm laughing at myself. So if you're here and you're listening to this, just know that it gets better. Really, it does. If you want to check out some of my stuff, we all have our good and bad days. But you can check out my podcast on pretty much all the podcast apps. I try to put it out there on everything, but definitely Spotify. I do it through the Spotify app, but it's also on Apple and Google and Pandora. Check it out. See if it resonates with you. That's sort of my normal thing. The one thing I do add there that I most likely won't be doing here unless it's something specific, because it's a little too we're gonna, need visuals to put a tablet with something going in the background. Uh, Sometimes over there, I do like to read the oracle cards out because there's so many oracle decks and so many different meetings. So usually we'll do a interpretation with this, and then I'll read from the book. And I doubt I'll be doing much, if any, reading from the book here when it's just a normal reading. So that's the one big difference, besides visual effects. Okay, sorry. See, I'm not comfortable with the camera. So yes, and much like I should have done before coming on here to do this, is you might want to stop and think things over and plan a little bit when beginning to make these moves forward. And this is a very different energy than this moon, as we aren't hiding. We aren't putting these fears away. We're facing them and looking at them. And this is just planning, planning what we're going to do, where we're going to go, what the next step is that needs to be taken. Or if you're one of those people, your next 5 steps. Might not want to go out 5 though, because this is about movement here. But it is okay if before and after you take the time out to get, we're going to put that there because we're kind of going over that one. It's okay to go ahead and, take that time out, take that break, see what happens. Okay. Now, if I was really, really smart and savvy, I would probably just ditch this entire thing and go ahead and, redo this whole thing. But I'm not. And I feel like, I'm one of those people that if I plan things way too much, I'm never going to actually do them. So, here's my first reading back. I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to seeing more of you guys in the future. Bye for now.